is Veronica Whitley. I'm a Homeworks by Precept consultant and homeschool mom here in Texas. Today, let's take a look inside of ethics. Ethics is the branch of philosophy that studies how we ought to live, that determines right and wrong, and identifies what is objectively good. Now, this course is designed as a capstone course and intended to be taken in the 12th grade year. It will focus specifically on Christian ethics, meaning that the study of ethics will flow from a biblical worldview. By the end of this course, your student should be able to compare and contrast different ethical systems. They should be able to apply an approach to ethics that will allow them to use biblical wisdom with issues and situations that they encounter. And they should be able to defend biblical Christianity in a culture where so many different philosophies and lifestyles claim to be the truth. Let's take a look inside. Let's start by taking a look inside the Teacher's Edition. Here we have the table of contents. You'll see some introductory material, and then the units and chapters and the page numbers. This course is made up of 180 lessons divided into 3 units and 13 chapters. There are 5 biblical worldview themes in the ethics course: authority, creational order, man's chief end, virtue, and wisdom. For more information and a further discussion of these topics, you can scan the QR code. The ethics course is designed to help your student learn ethical virtues and wisdom, biblical and systematic theology, to help them develop skills to formulate biblical solutions to real-world ethical choices, and to help develop a biblical worldview on the topics of authority, creational order, man's chief end, virtue, and wisdom. This page will offer you suggestions to help your students achieve these goals and methods for assessing and evaluating your students' progress. You will often see digital and other resources and supplements mentioned within each of the different lessons. As a homeschool parent, you'll want to look in your parent account on the Homeschool Hub for videos, links, and printable resources. This ethics course follows a biblical method for handling ethics: acts, ends, agents, and context. Throughout the lessons, you'll see the steps of the teaching cycle: engage, instruct, apply, and assess. This QR code will give you more information about each of the steps of the teaching cycle. This course is divided into 3 units. Unit 1, Foundations for Ethics, will cover chapters 1, 2, and 3. Unit 2, Virtues, will cover chapters 4, 5, 6, and 7. And Unit 3, Issues, will cover chapters 8 through 13. Let's take a look at a sample lesson. Here we have the lesson plan overview for Chapter 5. You'll see the section titles across the top. Each section is broken up into a number of days. These are the days intended for you to spend on each section or lesson. In the first column, you'll see the page numbers from your student's textbook. The second column will have the objectives for each lesson or section. The third column, resources, will list the activities that are to be completed in your student's activities manual, and will also mention resources that, for you as a homeschool parent, can be found on the Homeschool Hub. The last column, assessments, will assign the Thinking It Through section review questions at the end of each section, as well as chapter review questions and the chapter tests, which can be found in the assessments packet. Each chapter will begin with an overview. You'll see the essential question, which is a worldview question that this chapter will seek to answer. you'll see the objectives for each section and some terms to remember or learn throughout this chapter. Each chapter will also have a scripture passage or verse that your child will need to memorize or be familiar with throughout this chapter. For each section, you'll see the section title, and just like the beginning of the chapter, each section will begin with an essential question that your student will seek to answer as they read and work through the assignments for this section. You'll have the section objectives and the worldview shaping themes highlighted. At the beginning of some sections, you'll also see digital resources or links listed. These can be found in your parent account on the Homeschool Hub. In some lessons, in addition to the objectives and printed resources, you'll also see a list of suggested reading material. This is for you as the teacher to broaden and expand your understanding of the topics in these lessons and chapters. They would also be great reading material for your student as well. Throughout each section, you'll notice the steps of the teaching cycle: engage, instruct, apply, and assess. The engage portion of the teaching cycle will use different activities and strategies to draw your students' attention to the topics covered in this particular section. In the instruct portion of the teaching cycle, you'll notice bold headings that will indicate the topic that will be covered. In both the instruct and the apply section of the teaching cycle, you'll notice bold and italicized print. These can be used as discussion points with your student throughout the course. For most of the sections, the assess portion of the teaching cycle will refer back to the thinking it through questions at the end of each section. The answers are here in the margins for you. Many of these sections are intended to be covered over the course of multiple days. Each chapter will end with a chapter review. This is an opportunity for your student to study and apply what they have learned throughout the chapter as they prepare for their upcoming chapter test. The terms to remember are defined here in the margins for you. The answers to the chapter review questions are also here. At the end of the Teacher's Edition, you will have a series of notes. This is essentially a bibliography of the different resources used and quoted throughout this course. Next, you'll have a glossary. The glossary will contain all of the terms that your student will find and need to know throughout the course. Next, you'll have a page that will list all of the passages of scripture verses that your student will need to memorize for each chapter. And then there's a series of instructional aids listed by section and chapter. These instructional aids are reproducible for your own personal use. Following the reproducible pages, you will have the answer keys. Next, we have an index of the scripture passages used throughout this course, listed in biblical order. Your student edition, as well as your teacher's edition, will have a topical index listed alphabetically, along with the page numbers where these topics can be found. Next, the photo credits for the student edition and a page explaining the gospel. Next, let's take a look at the student textbook. Just like in the teacher's edition, you'll have a table of contents. You'll see the units, the chapter, and the section titles, along with the page numbers. Prior to the first unit, there will be a section of introduction. This section will help define the study of ethics and help your student understand the objectives of this course. Here we have Chapter 5. You'll see the chapter opener and some introductory information. The chapter begins with the essential question. This will be the question that your student will seek to answer throughout the chapter. Here we have the section title. Terms that your student will need to know will be highlighted in bold print and can be found in the glossary at the end of the textbook. Terms that may be unfamiliar to your student will be identified and defined in the margins. You'll also see the essential question for this section here in the margins. Again, this is a question that your student will seek to answer as they read and learn through this lesson. The thinking it through questions can be found at the end of each section. These questions can be answered verbally or in written or typed form. And then at the end of the chapter, we have a chapter review. They'll cover terms to remember, their scripture memory passage, and then questions from different categories. After the final chapter will be a conclusion. This section will summarize the course and the information that your student has just completed and encourage them to walk worthy as they go out into the world and apply the truths that they have just learned. Next, we have a section of notes. Just like in the teacher's edition, we have a glossary with all of the terms that they will need to remember that can be found in bold in their reading in their textbook. The listing of scripture memory passages for each chapter, and a scripture index listing all of the different verses and passages mentioned throughout this course. Following the scripture index, there is a topical index with all of the topics listed alphabetically with their page number so that your student can find them easily within their textbook. And then lastly, a page of photo credits. This is the student activities manual and the corresponding answer key. Here we have the table of contents for the activities manual. You'll see each chapter listed, the activities included for each section, and the page numbers. Here are the activities for Chapter 5. These activity pages will help your student to assess and evaluate different scenarios to help them learn how they could respond in similar situations. Some of the activities will also ask them to interact with different definitions and to evaluate those definitions in terms of what Scripture has to say, and to develop their own biblical definition. It will also ask them to interact with biblical passages to help them develop their own personal convictions and responses. In addition to the work text pages, at the back of the work text is also a prayer journal. These scripture passages will help model and instruct your student to pray specifically and biblically over the issues covered in this course. After the prayer journal is a section of scripture memory passages and an explanation of their significance in the study of ethics. This is the answer key for the Ethics Activities Manual. Here we have the table of contents for the answer key, which matches the page numbers and contents of your student's activities manual. You can see that the pages are the same. An example answer is given for you, although the answers may vary depending on your student's response to each of the questions. At the end, once again, you will have a section of prayer journal prompts, and that is followed by the scripture memory section. You'll also receive an assessment packet and the answer keys. The assessments packet will be the one with the white cover. You'll be able to tear out the chapter tests as you need them. There are a total of 13 chapter tests corresponding to the 13 chapters in this course. The answer keys for the assessments will come in the blue hole-punched packet. Thank you so much for watching.